Oh my God, it's late, super late, but this is the perfect time for y'all to settle down into your couches with your loved ones and your popcorn because we are back for 3 movie trailer review. I got 3 brand new trailers for y'all today to check out, to put on your calendars, to get excited for. So without further ado, did I mention my name is JLW? If not, check the title. It's JLW Presents 3 Movie Trailer Review.
One touch without a rope is all it takes. Never let go.
Once upon a time, there was a mother and her 2 sons. And nothing could hurt them as long as they stayed connected to their home.
I know this life's been hard on you boys since the world ended.
Don't feed the dog. We're not the only ones starving.
But the evil out there is clever. One touch without a rope is all it takes. Never let go.
Never let go. Never let go. After your rope broke, did you notice anything? Why are you asking all these questions? Mama never lied to us.
It wants you to doubt me.
Maybe it's safe to leave.
That's what it wants you to think. That rope is your lifeline. Never let go. Say it.
Never let go. Maybe the world's still out there.
We're in the world now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Never Let Go starring Halle Berry. Synopsis: when an unspeakable evil takes over the world, the only protection for a mother and her twin sons is their house and strong bond. Needing to stay connected at all times, even tethering themselves with ropes, they must cling to one another and never let go. However, when one of the boys questions if the evil is real, the ties that bind them together are severed, triggering a terrifying fight for survival. I don't know what I just said there. Releasing September 20th, 2024. So actually tomorrow. For me, tomorrow. So if you're watching this, it's either already out or releasing tonight. Directed by Alexandre Aja, who also did, I think I saw Crawl and The Hills Have Eyes. I've seen parts of Crawl. I've seen all The Hills Have Eyes, which just 2 different types of horror movies for me, right? One's more of a monster survival horror movie, like a giant spider, giant snake, but it's a giant crocodile. And then Hills of Eyes is like a torture. Is it like a slasher torture type horror movie, right? You got cannibal people living up in the hills and they do terrible things to the people that stumble upon their land. Really different movie. So now I'm curious to see what Never Let Go, what its vibe is gonna be, because when I'm watching this, it gave me a bit of it gave me several movies. One of the ones that kind of picked up in my brain was Mother. Is it Mother? I think it's called Mother. Hold on, Good Night Mommy is what it's called. Good Night Mommy. This one. So it reminds me a bit of Good Night Mommy in that the kids are being told one thing, and they're now being kind of pitted against each other and their mother because they're not sure what's real anymore for whatever reason. And it also reminded me too of that Jonathan. My cat just decided that was a perfect time to smack the door open. Okay, we're gonna ignore that creepiness. It also reminded me of that Jonathan Goodman movie where he's got the people locked in, or he's got the girl locked in the basement of his house because he said that she can't go outside because there's something evil out there. Is it Cloverfield? I'm pretty sure it's Cloverfield Lane, right? Almost positive that one's called Cloverfield Lane, which I haven't seen all the way through, but it just reminded me of that vibe too. And I guess what I'm really saying is that this gives you the energy of what's real and what's not real. How much of the danger that the mother is threatening the kids with is something that's physically out there that could harm them, and how much of it is just imagined in her brain for whatever reason, whether she's gone through a traumatic event in her own life or she's just scared of losing her kids to the world, or is there something that's out there actually killing them? I like the look of this. And when's the last time that we've seen Halle Berry in a blockbuster film, like a movie coming out that has got people excited to go see? I can't think of it. Like, this is Halle Berry with her face up front saying, I'm taking the reins. I'm gonna be what this movie succeeds on or falls upon, because my face is what's up front and what's selling movie tickets. And the premise too, right? Because it's a pretty interesting premise. I like the idea of this rope tethering them to a house. Obviously it's metaphorical, what it means with a mother and umbilical cords and just that whole thing. I'm curious to see what she means by saying that if you one touch without a rope is all it takes, because I saw at one point in the trailer, it looks like a kid gets snatched up and he had a rope on and it was still dragging his butt down towards the well. So I'm like, what does it mean that you have to have this rope? To me, it just means like this is the way you find your way home, but something could clearly grab this rope and snatch you up somewhere else. And then you got the whole boy falling, snapping up his leg, apparently somehow losing the rope. What that's done to him. He seems to be normal based on what we're seeing in the clips, but clearly that's going to come into big effect because this is what causes the fracture in the house. I also love, and you guys who've been with the channel for a while know when you cast black actors in roles where it's not, oh, they're acceptable blacks because they're mixed or they're light skinned or from their European country. These look like just two black actors, American black actors, which I could be wrong. They could be French, they could be Moroccan. It doesn't matter. I just know that I love seeing this cast and the way that it is because it's a story that has nothing to do with their race and is simply being told about a family trapped in what seems to be a terrible predicament. Is there anything else that we noticed that we want to talk about? I was trying to figure out like what time period they lived in, right? Because in the beginning of this trailer, when it first started off, the way they're dressed, the hygiene, everything screams older. Now it could be because something's happened in the world where the power's gone out and things have reverted back to an older time. Because this doesn't seem modern. This literally looks like it's being lit by candlelight, and they're wearing things that you would see at like the 1800s in a village. Overall, I'm gonna say I'm excited to see this. When I first saw the trailer for it, I saw social media trying to show me the trailer for it. I was like, pass. This was like a B movie, not for me. Don't really care. Then I kept seeing little snippets of the trailer, and finally I was like, you know what? Let's watch the trailer. Let's make a decision. I'm glad that I did. I think I saw somewhere that it said scariest movie of the year. Doubtful, but I get good promotion. It's got me hooked. I want to see it now. I want to see what's in the woods. I want to see if it's real. God, I hope it's real. I hope it's not in her mother's mind. And if it is in her mother's mind, please make it an original story and not something like this mother just went through something really traumatic in her childhood or in her past, and now she's just like, I can't let my babies go. Babies got to stay with me. Make it some real monsters. That multiple hand thing crawling up the tree, that looks creepy. It looks like a human centipede hybrid, which, duh. Imagine being hunted by something like that. So I'm excited to see this. I'm going to give this a 4 on the certified JLW scale, which if you don't remember, gas in the tank, get your kids, get your wife's kids, get your friends' kids, put them in a car, go to the movie theater, get ready to see what I think is going to be a good watch. Moving on to trailer number 2.
Where are my emeralds? What's the holdup?
Making arrangements. Some families have a long line of dentists or lawyers. We had a long line of felons. That's me. The big ugly one is my twin brother, Moke. I had the plans, he had the hands.
Freeze!
We just bought a house where we're having a kid. Bro, come on. I am finished stealing shit. Let's do this one and split.
I have to take it down.
1, 2, 3,
Dracula. We can go 2 out of 3 if you want.
Good on the floor.
I just feel like Wolfman would beat out Dracula.
Wolfman's once a month. Dracula is all the time. Use your head.
This is a new beginning, huh? Can we have some private time?
What's wrong with you?
Mom?
Oh, shit! He dented the car!
You were gone 30 years.
I can apologize only so much.
You haven't apologized at all. Why are you back now?
The emeralds, worth about $4 million. I got a plan. What it takes all of us.
Terrible plan.
Suck on my balls.
Don't make me come back there! I am justice!
Oh. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still trying to figure out what did he do or what happened to him that he needed all of that hand sanitizer. That worries me. Right after seeing the giant ape, I know there's a particular word to describe that type of monkey. I just can't think of it right now. We'll call him Samuel because that's what they said introducing Samuel. Brothers, that was Brothers. This is an upcoming American action comedy film directed by Max Barbaco, with a screenplay by Macon Blair from a story by Ethan Coen. The film stars Josh Brolin, Peter Dinklage, Glenn Close, Marissa Tomei, and Brendan Fraser. We didn't get a plot from that. We need an actual plot, though. The plot is two criminal twin brothers, one trying to reform, embark on a dangerous heist road trip. Facing legal troubles, gunfights, and family drama, they must reconcile their differences before their mission leads to self-destruction. So many thoughts after seeing this trailer. One, similar to Never Let Go, I saw a bit of this trailer and thought, not for me, pass. Don't know I would care. Glad that I gave this trailer a chance. Marissa Tomei, that's all they had to tell me, and I would have been immediately in because she can be in a movie about watching paint peel from a dilapidated building in South London, and I would watch it. I would pay all the money in the world to watch her in it and be very, very happy 44 hours later. Second thing, all-star cast. Josh Brolin, Peter Dinklage, Glenn Close, Marissa Tomei, Brendan Fraser. Like, whoa. Really hard to miss when you have such a strong, and I'm not talking about like a blockbuster movie cast, right? When an Ocean's 11 cast gets together, you're like, wow, big box office stars coming together. Or Expendables, whoa, mega larger than life personalities. No, I'm talking about like good character actors, people who can like disappear into a role, coming together to create something special. So that makes me super, super excited for a film like this. Big fan of Brendan Fraser and so happy that he's having the resurgence that he's having right now. I still haven't seen The Whale. I know, shame on me. How can I be a movie fan and not see The Whale? It just looks like that's a lot of it's a huge emotional investment to go on that ride. I need to be in the right emotional state to really to watch that movie, so I haven't done it yet. Glenn Close, I love seeing Glenn Close in this because I just watched her in The Deliverance, Lee Daniels' new movie on Netflix. She was so fun to watch in that role. In a role that me personally, I don't know a lot of her work, but I would never expect her to do something like she did in that, playing that type of mother, that type of character with that type of energy and attitude. She was just a treat to watching that. So now she's been a fan of me to where I would love to see her in something else, and seeing her play a role that is, if this is the Deliverance role, this looks like it's on the complete opposite end. Excited for that. Josh Brolin, you can't say enough about it. He's a Hollywood icon, legend, been in the game since he was yay high. And then Peter Dinklage, who I was a huge fan of Game of Thrones. I think it's the best written show I've ever watched. One of the main reasons that the show was so excellent, so it's good to see him in more leading roles. I know he did something else that was like, I don't know, was he like an aristocrat or something like that? Like, what was that Peter Dinklage movie that came out a little bit ago that like came and went? I'm sure he got like award talks or something like that, but I was like, that just looked boring. That's not what I want to see Peter Dinklage do next. It was not Game of Thrones. No, it was Serrano, right? So if I were to look at the ratings, how did it do, right? 85%, oh, not that great. It was kind of middle of the road type energy. All right, well, when I saw the trailer, I was bored, so I didn't watch it. But either way, I enjoy seeing him in movies. The other thing that I noticed about this movie is this. October 17th is when it released, comes to Prime. I think it's funny when movies do the twin thing, because clearly Josh Brolin, Peter Dinklage, not related. And you go, because the movie says twin, we just, something in our head clicks and goes, okay, nope, they're twins, got it. You just believe it, suspension of disbelief. But then when they show Peter Dinklage and Josh Brolin meeting for the first time and he's asking his brother to like do this one last heist for him, I was like, you know what? I can kind of see it. Now, I don't know if this is the bias that I was just talking about, where a movie tells you something and you go, okay, that's what it is. But I can kind of see it. I can kind of see in an alternate world where they're actual twin brothers. Same kind of head shapes, same skin color, same hair, whatever. I could see it. It works for me. Seems like an offbeat type of movie, right? Where it's like the comedy, it's a dramedy. There seems like there's gonna be some heart to it, some things that they're gonna have worked through with their mother, right? So it's like that blended with the situations they find themselves in, their actions make it a comedy, but it's not so far that Owen Wilson or a Ben Stiller or Ben Stiller could probably do it. Like it's not extreme Jim Carrey type comedy where everything is about the joke. This seems more about the story and it just happens to be funny. I'm excited. No, I don't know if to use the word excited for it. I'm open to enjoying this film. If someone were to put it on, I wouldn't be upset. I would sit down and watch it. So for me, Brothers, just because of the kind of simplistic plot with strong character actors, is gonna get a 3 out of me. Fiddle in the middle is what I'm feeling about Brothers. Fiddle in the middle just means, you know, I'm not super hyped about it, but it doesn't look bad. It's not a bad trailer. It's just a perfectly fine trailer. If I have time to watch it, I would watch it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to do so. So that's what we're getting for Brothers. We got one more trailer for y'all. 3-movie trailer review is coming at y'all head with one more trailer. Get excited. Hopefully you haven't finished your popcorn yet because there's still so much to talk about. Here's number 3.
Hi, Mickey. Are you experiencing any vertigo?
I guess I am feeling a little dizzy.
Oh, wow! Did you see that?
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if you're thinking at this point, what have I done?
How lucky can one guy be?
Nothing was working out, and I wanted to get off of Earth.
You're applying to be an expendable?
Yeah.
You read through the whole application.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Yeah, I should have read through it.
Once you die, we'll print a new version of your body.
My head keeps
They made me work my ass off on one mission after another.
Every time you die, we learn something new, and humanity moves forward.
Oh, wait! He's alive! It's fine.
my life is gonna be
Mickey! It's not looking very good for you.
Yeah, no. I'm sure you're used to it by now, but what's it feel like to die? Even on my 17th go-around, I hate dying. Why aren't you dead? Multiples.
In the case of multiples,
it's just like
we exterminate every individual.
tell me quick.
Let's blow up these second-hand baloney boys.
Why don't you guys do rock, paper, scissors, and then we'll just shoot the loser.
Tell me quick. Oh, ain't another kick. Tell me quick. Ain't another kick in the head.
I don't like you, but I'm you. I'm not you. I'm gonna kill you.
Tell me quick. Ain't another kick.
This is so exciting!
Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you weren't paying attention, that was Mickey 17. Release date, January 31st, 2025, directed by Bong Joon-ho. A disposable employee is sent on a human expedition to colonize the ice world Niflheim. After one iteration dies, a new body is regenerated with most of his memories intact. Okay, well, that doesn't feel like that's the crux of the problem, right? That by itself doesn't feel like that leads to the issue. IMDb says Mickey 17, known as Expendable, goes on a dangerous journey to colonize an ice planet. That is also a terrible description of what we just saw here. So if I were to describe this movie, it's man signs up to be an expendable person to colonize planet. Things go awry when said expendable does not die and meets duplicate of himself. Not the best description, but damn it, it's a lot closer than known as Expendable goes on dangerous journey to colonize an ice planet. Also, I was wondering what the hell was in that ice cave with him. I thought it was a walrus at first, and then its mouth opened, and I was like, oh, that's not a walrus. Bong Joon-ho. Oh, I should probably say who this is starring. I saw Robert Pattinson. We also saw Toni Collette, and then Naomi Aki, who I'm not familiar with, but Toni Collette, in one of my favorite movies of all time, Hereditary. I think at this point it's everybody's favorite movie. Robert Pattinson, I think he's been a phenomenal actor for a very long time. I very early on said that when they casted him as Batman and Matt Reeves' Batman, I know everybody was like, oh, Robert Pattinson, the Twilight guy. Like, dude, it's been so long since the Batman. I mean, since Twilight it came out, that dude has done so much incredible work since then. It's clear that he takes his craft very serious and is a phenomenal actor. And what did he do? He went and killed that role. So whatever he does, I'm usually a fan of. Mickey 17 seems right up his alley as an individual, again, like a Brendan Fraser, like a Josh Brolin, like a Peter Dinklage, who can disappear into the role. That accent, never heard that accent come from his mouth before, so it's a very unique. It sells this character. It sells, I'm not looking at Robert Pattinson, I'm looking at Mickey. Very unique speaking tone, but it doesn't sound unbelievable. Sounds like this guy in this world who signed up for this just crazy experience. This has got a really zany feel to it, right? Doesn't it feel a little wacky? The way that everybody's acting, like there's a little bit of comedy to it, but they don't mean for it to be comedic. It's just, it is. It's like this. I'm about to shoot a rocket, somebody comes up and bumps me and it goes flying off. It's got like a bit of like a Wes Anderson feel where things are just a little off kilter. I don't know why, but that's what I feel from that. Bong Joon-ho, we know as a director who did Parasite. I think, didn't he do, was it The Last Train or something like that? Snowpiercer. He did Snowpiercer, which I was a fan of. Parasite, everybody loved. I gave it a 7. Okay, so it was just these 3, and I don't think I've seen Okja. Oh, right. Okay, I remember the trailers for this, but I never watched it. Somebody tell me if Okja was good. The point is, Bong Joon-ho, phenomenal director so far, has released pretty much solid works. Doesn't seem like he's planning on stopping anytime soon when it comes to just producing works with a strong creative vision and making people go like, wow, I haven't seen something like this before. Continue to inspire. Steven Yeun was also in there, who every time he's in a role, he seems to kill it. He's also one of my favorite movies, the Jordan Peele Nope, which I think is Jordan Peele's best work. I'll say it again. Nope is Jordan Peele's best work. If you haven't seen it, you're screwing up. Go watch it. I think it's the best thing he's done, the most creative, the most in control of who he is as a director and is in storytelling. And it's a tale that feels new. When you watch it, you just, I went in blind, had no idea what to expect, and it took me on a ride, and I love that. What are we saying here about Mickey 17? Like I said, it feels super zany. It feels well casted. I liked the comedic bits in that he dies and he just doesn't seem to care. The fact that, the guy goes, he's still alive. And Mickey just looks up and he's like, it's okay. And they just throw him in lava. Dude's burnt up alive. Doesn't care. I don't know what's going on in his life that he feels this way, but it is interesting. And the concept and exploring the idea of what it is to die, what it feels like to come back and still be you, but not be you, right? Because he's dead. The one we saw, Mickey 6 is dead. Mickey 7 is Mickey, but 7, right? So what that means, transferring the mind, because I think that's something that we're all interested in, especially the billionaires out there who don't want to die, like the guy who's siphoning up his brother's son, or his son's blood and putting it in his body to live forever. People are looking for ways to extend life, even if that means transferring our minds and our consciousness to a robot or to a machine or into a cloud, or just Soma, the game, did a really good job of exploring that, right? You had a whole character that went on this journey to try and save himself from this sinking ship. He gets onto the Ark by copying his brain over into a vessel that's being shot into space and has literally eons of life. Once he gets done with the machine, he's like, wait, I'm still here on this ship sinking in the bottom of the ocean. And the person that's been guiding him is like, no, well, yes, but there's a you now on that ship. And that you wakes up on the ship as if the previous life had continued on, right? Like he has all the memories that came before. So he just feels like, oh, I copied myself and I'm here on the ship. But there is another version that dies on the ship in the ocean, right? So it's like at one point, this person stopped, the next person begins. So exploring that kind of what stops and starts, what it is that you are, is going to be really fun, especially in this zany way that they're doing it here. And then the idea of being hunted down and having to be eradicated, I would like to know why that is, why they can't have multiples. Mark Ruffalo in that role, really great. He's also a solid person that you enjoy watching. Just really, really, really great cast. I like this. I like this a lot. I'm giving this a certified JLW. That's a 5 out of 5. Great trailer. Hooked me immediately. I want to see more of this, and it just seems original. So thank you all so much for joining me for this 3-movie trailer review. Hopefully you found a film here that you want to see. Hopefully the person sitting next to you, to the left, to the right, underneath, on top of, you grab and say, we know what we're doing this weekend. Pack your bags, honey. We're going to go see Mickey, or we're going to go see Brothers, or we're going to go see Never Let Go. We've got one more task. You know what the task is. We are ranking what we are most excited for. Here we go. I'm going to say most exciting, starting at the top. We'll start from the bottom. Least excited to see, which doesn't mean it's the worst thing, just means on this list, Brothers comes in at number 3 for me. Phenomenal cast, not super new or original concept, so it puts it at number 3 for me. Number 2, Never Let Go. Good to see Halle Berry in a leading role again. I love horror things, so I'm always sold up for that. Concept seems pretty interesting. I don't know where that's going to go, and I'm hoping that they can thread that needle real fine, where it's like, it's super fascinating and interesting, but they land the ending to where I don't go, oh, that's kind of a cop-out. Number 2. Number 3, or number 1, Mickey 17. Most excited to see. Again, phenomenal cast. Love seeing Robert Pattinson. He always seems to deliver on his performance. I love the quirkiness of the feel of the film. Bong Joon-ho seems to be on a roll right now when it comes to his projects and knowing how to land those projects. And it's got a concept that I think is unique and new. So Mickey 17 coming at number 1. It's your turn now. Let me know your thoughts, your rankings, and your ratings in the comment sections below. Remember, those who do get to suggest the next trailers that we watch. So make sure you do that. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I was your host, JLW, and I look forward to seeing you at the movie theaters. All right. That's it. Probably just going to end it with I look forward to seeing you at the movie theaters. That's a good thought sign off right there. Yeah. Look forward to seeing you. That's what we're going to say from now on. Not to this time because I already screwed it up. But next time, we're just going to say, look forward to seeing you all at the movie theaters. Man, that's so good, right? Just imagine. Look forward to seeing you all at the movie theaters. No, I wouldn't say it like that. That was kind of corny, kind of cheesy, right? Like, look forward to... Bye.